Hi, friends. Who's Eric here? Talking with people. Okay, 6 categories of SI. 6, 5, 6, somewhere in there. Okay. Don't worry. I'm going to write it down so nobody forgets what these important categories are. Category number 1, temperature. That's right. You shouldn't get too hot or too cold. Okay? That's category number 1, temperature. Don't get too hot or too cold. Category number 2, SI. Hunger. Don't get too hungry. Don't get too hungry. That's bad for your SI. You'll starve to death. That's not good SI. Death by starvation is a clear indication of bad SI. All right, so we got 2 of our categories already listed out. Well, category 3, ham bone, what you call bathroom, is actually what I call crotch. Crotch-related matters. All right, so crotch-related matters is category 3. That includes your peeing, your pooing, and your orgasming. Okay? Crotch-related matters is category 3. Okay? So you got your temperature, your hunger, your crotch, you got your thirst. That's category number 4, thirst. That's a pressing one. If you don't get any water, your body will tell you, you've got a crotch-related matter? Okay, good. So you've got your temperature, your hunger, your crotch, your thirst. What's the next one? Obviously, sleeping. You've got your sleep. You got to sleep a certain amount. You got to rest. You can't just be awake all the time. And is there a 6th one? Well, if there were to be a 6th one, it would be avoid physical pain. But, I think that's kind of a general category. So I'm going to go with my initial 5 instead. Like, you got your temperature, you could burn to death, you could freeze to death. You got to avoid those things. You got your hunger. You could starve to death, or you could eat so much that you die from blowing up. You got to avoid both those things. You got your crotch-related matters. You got to pee, or else you'll burst your bladder. You got to poo, or else you'll poison yourself with toxins. You got to ejaculate, or else you get very cranky. Those are three categories so far we've covered. Category 4. Jeebus. I already told you we wouldn't tease you for coming back. That's got to be good enough. Number 4. Thirst. Got to drink liquids. Got to drink liquids, or you will die of thirst. You want to avoid that. And lastly, sleep. You've got to sleep, or you will die of sleep deprivation. That's in crotch-related matters, Joel Nathan Henry. Pooping, peeing, and ejaculating are all in the crotch-related matters. So those are the 5 important categories of SI. And it's important that you keep track of them all. A low thirst drive. Does people have a thirst drive? The thing is, I like to sleep, but I don't do a very good job of it in general. Tonight, I know I'm not going to sleep very much. Why? Well, because I've got an exciting adventure planned for tomorrow. It's an exciting adventure called Going to Arizona. Going to Arizona. That's right. Why am I going to Arizona? You think pelvic area related matters sounds better, Heather Bryant? But that's so much less crotchy. Everybody loves the word crotch. You know, when you go to the county fair, what's the first booth you go to? The crotch fondle booth, of course. I got some new weed. It's called Rocket Fuel. It's for fueling rockets. Yes, like pooping, Jeebus. Pooping is an SI thing that falls in the category of crotch-related matters. Things you need to do to not die is another word. Well, the thing is, when you know you're really, really mixing your SI and your FI well, that's when you start to pull up a little crotch moisture. So, Heather Bryant, I've heard that you're a big fan of crotch moisture. Is it true? That's what the rumors have been saying. The rumors going around about you. No, Jeebus, you are not an SI category, okay? You are not an SI category. Heather Bryant's crotch moisture, that's an SI category. Sure it is. Everybody loves crotch moisture. You know who really enjoys crotch moisture? Joel Nathan Henry. Metaphysical SE example. The sink in the house breaks, which is also the only source of drinking water for them. The STJ calls the plumber. ISTP goes to the store and buys a gallon of water every day. Okay, so who wants to dampen my towelette? There's one thing I hate. It's a dry towelette. I mean, does anybody tolerate a dry towelette? I don't think so. Boy, did I have a day today, let me tell you. It was a day of many tasks. So I slept. Hello, Asura Psych. I will be happy to chat with you anytime. If you want to chat now, we can chat now. We can go into a different room and talk. If you want, make a video or whatever. But anyway, I was about to say, boy, did I have a day today. I slept a lot this morning. I woke up kind of early. I live streamed, and I went back to bed. And then I got up again, and then I went back to bed again. And finally, at 2 p.m., Delilah called me, said her prescription was ready for pickup in Long Beach. Now, I had work at 4:30. I was like, do I go now to Long Beach? Yes. So I hopped in the car, fucking handled it down there. It took me till 4:45 from 2 p.m. to get back up here to work. This is just going in LA County, right? From one part in LA County to another part in LA County. It took me 3 hours round trip to get from here to Long Beach and back to go to work. I didn't even have time to drop off the prescription on the way back to work. Anywho, what happened was the following. After work, I dropped off the prescription. Then I had to go to the weed store. I had to go to the auto parts store to get some oil and some fuel injector cleaner. And then I had to go back and pick up the prescription. So by the time I was done with my errands plus work, I only worked for 2 hours, but Errands plus work. It was not until I started watching that I really finished all of that shit. So it took 6.5 hours just to do errands and 2 hours of work. Well, that's how long it's going to take to drive to Arizona. It's like I could have done my trip to Long Beach twice, and I'd be in Arizona. That's how much fucking traffic there is around here. Yeah, it's hard to fire someone who works for free. It is. She could fire me. Jeebus tried to fire me the other day, but fortunately he changed his mind. Retained me on as his internet companion. Or who normally... Oh, you don't have autism, Jeebus. Jeebus has autism. Autism, my ass. Autistic people are retarded, Jeebus. You're trolly, not retarded. Nobody here has fucking autism. There is one kid who was here that had autism. It was my neighbor in Laverne. His name was Shark Games and Plus Toys or something like that. And he was actually autistic, which means he was mentally retarded somewhat. But he was my neighbor in Laverne, and he'd come around here occasionally. You could tell he was autistic. He was not engaging in a meaningful way like human beings do normally, right? Not good in social situations does not mean you're autistic. It means you probably have 4th or 7th slot FE. That's what that means. Jeebus, you're just, you are fucking ridiculous. It is not possible. Okay? I mean, high functioning autism is possible, but it's not what people think it means. It doesn't mean normally functioning autistic. It means autistic, but not as retarded as more severe autistic people. Asperger's is not a form of autism. The fact that the social awkwardness of polar FE looks kind of like the social awkwardness of autism does not make them two variants of the same thing. I don't ignore it. It's not a disorder. It's not a syndrome. It's called being an INTJ. It's not autistic of you to ask that question, Jeebus. That's what's not autistic. Chewing on your ear, huh? That's impossible. Yeah, he didn't have anything. He was an INTJ. That's not a disorder. I'm also not ADHD. I'm an ENTP. You know, it's ridiculous. If there's not something actually wrong with you, why create some sort of category for there to be something wrong with you? Being socially awkward is not a flaw of person. It's a 1 of 16 configurations. 1 of 2 of 16 configurations. Yeah, you got workaholism or something, or put too much of a handle on shitism. I don't know. I'm gonna smoke this cigarette. Gotta come in and immediately start doing battle with everybody. Everyone wants to fight me. Why? I know. It's the diagnosis has gotten so far afield of anything real that it includes INTPs now too. Maybe even ENTPs. Cigarette addictions aren't real. I mean, true enough. The thing about cigarette addictions is there's actually a physical phenomenon that can be scientifically described that has to do with why cigarette addictions are real and say marijuana addiction is not real and alcohol addiction is only occasionally real. You know, cigarettes are actually addictive. That's the thing. There's a physical addiction that can be articulated what exactly is happening mechanically in the body or in the brain or whatever. It's not the case with marijuana, for example. You can say it's addictive. So there is a difference. Those words do mean things or don't mean things according to reality, not according to meanity. Yeah. Oh, Azura Psych asked a real question. I'm busy dodging Joel Nathan Henry's nonsense. 4th and 7th slot FE. I mean, 4th slot FE is actually quite FE sensitive. 7th slot FE doesn't give a fuck about FE. It's just that like an INTP, for example, with a 4th slot FE will not get any sense of they need to feel FE satisfaction in order to sort of rope them into doing shit. You know, it's like the best way to motivate an INTP is to FE them a bunch. To go, oh, you're so smart, nobody but you can do this, and you're so brilliant, and blah, 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 blah. And you'll have them doing whatever you need them to do for you. Even with the SE polar, because it's they really tweak out on that FE stuff. And they get mortified if they make a social mistake. FE 7th isn't like that at all. FE 7th really dislikes FE quite a bit. Like Cameron refers to basically anything that's FE as manipulative and lying and evil. You know, he's an ISTJ. INTPs are sensitive, yeah, for sure. FE sensitive, and they feel like a social tool without a use. INTJs feel like a human being who's in a world that doesn't know how to do shit, you know? It's a whole different ballgame. Do certain drugs make certain functions stronger, like LSD, psychostimulants, etc.? It's a tough question to answer. It's true that when I do amphetamines, that I am more productive, that I get more things done. Could you say then that it boosts my SE? Yeah, probably. But it also boosts it really boosts my dominant function, which kind of carries along the 8th slot with it, I think. You know, I don't know, my SE is definitely better when I'm on amphetamines. I get a lot more shit done. But is that really a cognitive function thing? I think it's really more of a motivational thing. Dopamine means you're just more into whatever it is you're doing. It means that it's more pleasurable. It's more satisfying. You feel more motivated to do it, and it's rewarding. So you do it for longer, you know? I think it more has to do, I think it's the reason it seems like SE is boosted by amphetamines is because of that. So, and like, okay, well, what does marijuana do function wise? Well, very little at all function wise for me. It kind of makes me a little less scattery. Like if I'm if I'm up in the morning and not really sure nothing's really feeling like it's very interesting or enthusiastic about anything or yeah, then I'll smoke some weed and I'll settle in for something. I'll settle in on something and I won't be so short attention span theater, you know? I don't think drugs change your attentional configuration, but I think they might change the way you express certain aspects of that configuration, but it's not like it makes you pay attention more by one or the other. When people say like it boosts your SE or boost your whatever, what do you mean by that? Because an intentional manner is something where you're either paying attention by that channel or you're not. And the thing that makes something strong or weak accordingly is really frequency. How much time am I spending in that intentional manner? Okay, I'm gonna smoke this cigarette now. I mean, that may be true for a lot of people, Heather Bryant. It's not really true for me. I've heard from a number of NI-DOMs in the past, especially INTJs actually, that drinking loosens up like the claustrophobic aspect of NI. So yeah, it's not really true for me, Heather Bryant. I get all kinds of things done on amphetamines. I get things done not on amphetamines too. Don't get me wrong, but I'd say my propensity for finishing things isn't very much impacted by amphetamines or not. My propensity to spend time working on shit is, though. Don't amphetamines screw with my verbal skills? No, I'm super on point when I'm on them. Thanks, Judas, for that one. Drinking also loosens up your driving. Oh, Vyvanse is way better than Concerta. Concerta's crap. Vyvanse and Adderall are both good, but I don't have Vyvanse. So I don't have any access to Vyvanse, but I've done it before, and it pops. It pops for a long time too, but it doesn't pop as much as Addy. But it pops for longer. You know, Concerta doesn't really pop. Vyvanse is like extendo Addy. I mean, I'd be happy with. The thing is, the ideal circumstance is probably you take them both together. But the other thing is, I mean, it's like you don't want it to be all gacky. All right. So the thing is, gacky is modafinil. Okay, modafinil is gacky, which is to say, you get shit done, but you don't feel good. You feel kind of gacky, just like meh, meh, like that, right? In general, cheap. But see, look, modafinil is not speed, so it's a different kind of thing entirely. It's not truly gacky. Gacky is Concerta. Concerta or Ritalin are gacky because they're like, it's not real speed, you know? What I mean by pop is it's bright, you know? It's bright and yeah. I have some Ritalin sucks. It made me so angry and horny. Yeah, I don't take alcohol, so it's like, you see, that's the one drug I cannot handle at all. I had to quit that a good 6 years ago or so. And okay, well, how did I convince my doctor to prescribe me Adderall? I had a very good story going in, which was it also happened to be the truth, but it was okay. So listen, doctor, my daughter in middle school was diagnosed with ADHD. They wanted to put her on these drugs. I didn't want to put her on. Didn't feel comfortable with it, but now she's in ninth grade, and we ended up putting her. She was failing her classes, and I've just been shocked by the improvement that I've seen in her. My wife has been telling me, that I have the same symptoms as my daughter for years now, and so I see how well it works for her, so I'd like to try it for me as well. And she's got put on Concerta, so I'd like to try that as well. Now, I knew at the time that Concerta was not what I wanted to be on, that I wanted to be on Adderall. But I started with Concerta because it's like baby speed, right? And then I knew once I got prescribed Concerta, no, Jeebus, for Christ's sakes, no, Jeebus, God. Well, I mean, there's a lot more to the story than that. There's also talk about the fact that I'd recently changed jobs, which is also true. I used a bunch of true things that were convincing as to why I needed it, why I was believable as somebody who wasn't trying to get a scheduled drug because he was a drug addict or whatever, yada, yada, yada. I mean, the thing is, the other thing that helped was my doctor's an ISTP, and I'm an ENTP. That means I'm a supervisor type. He was just sort of, he just naturally takes me seriously. Who's a thief? Hey. Listen, I have never stolen my daughter's prescription. Okay? I never have. Hey, Eric, how is it hanging? Long and loose. Oh, yeah, I'm going to smoke that cigarette. Can you guys please chat amongst yourselves? Dealing involves taking things without asking. Okay? I've never stolen Delilah's prescription. The most important benefit I get from Adderall, and the one main benefit that makes the whole thing necessary for me ultimately, is when I'm on Adderall, I work on music. and I get shit done. You know, I've got hundreds of songs done. I mean, you know, of late in general, the completed works, I've been very happy with them. They've been good. I've been successfully. I've been getting better and better over the years, and I've been happy with my recent productions. I think they're effective works. This is What a True Story. Yes, Retired Soul. This is indeed a creative chat. Sweet, sweet morning cup of Joe. Heartbreak. Is autism correlated with INTP the most of all types? No, it's with INTJ, but it's not really autism if it's INTJ. It's just, I've gone over this a million times. I don't want to argue. I'm not in an arguing mood. I'm going to Arizona in the morning, leaving for Tucson in the morning, and going prospecting for gold with Horse Mumbler. Where can I go prospecting for gold? I want to go prospecting for gold. I want to get a pan, and I want a pan for some gold, and I want to find some. Yes. I am in a tarot mood tonight. I'm in a tarot mood. Stephen Rain, you're the first recipient of a tarot card. Ooh, Stephen Rain gets the tower. Listen, I'm going to pull a clarifier for you. All right. Anytime you pull the tower, you got to pull a clarifier. Clarifier is the Five of Pentacles. Let me look on the old Charteroo to see what that one's all about. Five of Pentacles. Octavio Silva's Charteroo says, temporary financial hardship, feeling the world is against you, negative change in circumstances. Well, that explains the tower pretty well. So, you know, tough it out. Tough it out, Stephen Rain. On the other side of tomorrow's rainbow is a sunshiny pot of gold. You started a diary yesterday? Good job, Nicolay Shea. Good job. I like the fact that you're calling it a diary rather than a journal, too. That's very girly of you. Nicolay Shea, I'm going to pull a card for you. You got the Three of Swords. Three of Swords. Let's find out what the Three of Swords says. Heartbreak, betrayal, loneliness, removal, depression, separation, upheaval, and loss. That's what you get, Nicolay Shea. I better pull a clarifier for you as well. All right, here's a clarifier. Ace of Wands. Well, that's a nice clarifier. Let's see what the Ace of Wands says on the old Charteroo. Ace of Wands. Good news. Physically starting something, creative spark, finding new passion, enthusiasm, taking action. So whatever this apparent betrayal or meowdy of your Three of Swords was, whatever your heartbreak, betrayal, loneliness, removal, depression, separation of people or losses, it's going to segue into a flying baby with a stick. That's what you want in life. Wand baby. Wand baby will take you away from your heartache and loneliness. All right. There's a lot of babies in this deck. A lot of flying babies. Okay. Next up, Countess. Countess Bobountis. Let's see. See what card pulls out for the Countess Bobountis. Boom. Pow. That is a 4 of Pentacles. Yeah, 4 of Pentacles. 4 of Pentacles. Let's see what it says for Countess and the 4 of Pentacles. My cat's doing better. She's still a little limpy. But I pushed on her foot some and everything. I can't even find exactly what the problem is. Deep-seated issues. Stringiness? You mean stinginess? Control, possessiveness, lack of openness, materialism, financial stability. Deep-seated issues. Countess, you got deep-seated issues. Sorry, dog. Sorry. We're not pulling very nice cards tonight. The next card's going to Asura Psych. I want to see what the tarot says for him. Pow! Oh my God, he got the same one. You got the same one, Asura Psych. So you know what that means. Okay. Next up, Dark Phoenix. Let's see if you finally get a good card. You never get good cards. Meow. The Hierophant. Play by the rules, lady. Play by the rules. That's what this is telling you. You got to play by the rules. I do shuffle them. I shuffle them plenty. I was born shuffling. Woman, man. Are you a man or a woman, Ghost Rider? Hierophant. Play by the rules. That's what the Hierophant card says. Here's, Ghost Rider. This is for you. Pow. 2 of Swords. Decision. You got a decision, woman. See these 2 guys? What's that thing over there? I don't know. Should we touch it? I don't really want to touch it. Well, someone's got to touch it. That's what they're saying, see? All right, here's your card, Dark Phoenix. You get a second card. Pow. Pow. What's this one? 2 of Pentacles. Oh, this is the get your shit done card. Okay? This card says get your shit done, handle your shit. It's perfect match for the Hierophant. 2 of Pentacles. Trying to find balance, resourcefulness, adaptability, juggling life, profit and loss. Handling your shit is basically what it is. It's the handling your shit card, okay? All right, now, get her done. Right, Angantyr, exactly. Get her done. All right. Angantyr, here you go. Pow. Jeebus, your card's coming. Angantyr got a 7 of sticks. 7 of sticks. Let's look at the 7 of sticks. How many sticks is 7? It's 1 more than 6. 7 sticks, 7 sticks. 7 sticks. Standing up for beliefs, protected, determined, taking the high road, being scapegoated, stamina. Are you feeling scapegoated right now? Who was that? Who was that card for again? Angantyr? Yeah, it was. Okay, Jeebus. She did not block you. She just deleted one of your comments is all. Here you go, Jeebus. You get the 6 of sticks. 6 of sticks. Hey, look, there's 6 sticks. Let's find out what the 6 of sticks says. If she did not block you, you wouldn't be able to still be seeing your shit. 6 of sticks. Victory, recognition, achievement, being in the spotlight, leadership, confidence, praise. There you go, Jeebus. Are you happy? You're in the Countess doesn't have the ability to block people. Oh, that. Oh, yeah, that's different. That doesn't mean she blocked you. That means she blocked herself, really, you know? Nicholas Watson. Oh, yeah. 3 sticks. 3 sticks for you. 3 sticks for you. You got 3 sticks, Nicholas Watson. What does 3 sticks mean? Let's find out. 3 sticks. 3 sticks. Travel, foreign land, moving forward, foresight, self-belief, freedom, happy with choices, hard work paying off, adventure. That sounds fun. All right, Joel Nathan Henry, here's a card for you. Ooh, the Lovers. Joel Nathan Henry's going to get his in his ooh la la. The Lovers. She's naked. I mean, she doesn't have any clothes on. Ooh la la. I wonder if this will incite the censors on YouTube. Okay. Next up, Matias Sanchez. Matias Sanchez. Yeah. The Star. Oh my gosh. You guys, Matias Sanchez is a star. Let's look at this guide. The Star. Hope, inspiration, contentment, feeling, motivated, free, creativity, renewal, bears. You have bears in your future. I do not give you bad cards intentionally, Dark Phoenix. I do not, I swear. I roll them all randomly. I do not cheat at all. It's not my fault what the tarot says. Oops. This one popped out. The Emperor. Octavio Silva wants a card. Okay, Octavio Silva. Yes. Correct. If you get that card, actual bears chase you. Whether or not you get mauled, it depends how fast you are. Okay, here you go. Octavio Silva. Pow! It is the 7 of Swords. 7 of Swords. Let's see what the 7 of Swords says. You can see it's got a couple of ladies. One's playing a harp. One's playing a trumpet. And they're both hanging out with swords. Jeebus, why are you bringing all this negativity into the world here? 7 of Swords. Deceit, enemy masquerading as friend, underhanding, risky behavior, adaptable, lack of conscience. Ooh, Octavio Silva, busted. Would you like a clarifier card, Octavio Silva? Clarifier. Aha, you got this one. This card I left in there. It's designed to tell you it's just a deck of cards. Remember that. Don't take it too seriously. This is the best clarifier card to get after you get a negative card. Basically invalidates it completely. A lot of tarot decks don't have that card in them. You see, I'm smart. Countess says she still doesn't know how to unblock you. Jeebus. It sounds like she's trying to, but it's failing. Okay. The Retired Soul. INFPs probably are overrepresented. I would say INFJs are also fans of tarot. Retired Soul, here's a card for you. Transition. 13. This is the death card, I believe. Yes, the death card. Just means things are changing, whatever. Doesn't mean you're going to die. Transition, like it says. Now, you may wonder, retired soul, why is Eric doing tarot? Since he's an ENTP, isn't that not really a TI thing? You're right, it's not really a TI thing. But it is kind of an NI thing, and it's definitely an NE thing. And I don't need to have magical powers or even really magical thinking to do tarot. It's just the sort of mechanics of it make it necessarily sort of applicable to everybody. People will create the connections that they draw as prompted by the cards. That's how it works. But that's fine. Doesn't matter. Sometimes it's spookily like wow, that one. It often plays out like that. Am I the only man who likes being lean and not muscular? Well, Cloud, I'm pretty lean and not muscular. I mean, I'm kind of muscular. I kind of got arm muscles, but here's your card. Ooh, upside down. Upside down Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so we got the upside down Ace of Pentacles, Cloud. No so must know? What does no so must know mean? All right, keep it simple. This is for you. Popped right out. You get the Empress. Congratulations. It turns out, keep it simple, Libra, that you are femininity, motherhood, fertility, pregnancy, nurturing, compassion. Embrace your softer side. Keep it simple, Libra. I've got some advice for you. Jeebus, don't be a douche. A minimum 3 cards, Brad? Okay, keep it simple, Libra. I'm gonna do a 5-card pull for you, okay? It's my Eric's cross pattern. Goes like this. Let me show you how it's done in Tarot Town. Okay, I'm gonna try to impress you. Oh, you said Empress is you. Yes, the Empress is you. But we're gonna do a 5-card pull now, okay? I will try to impress you. Yes, I'm gonna try to impress you with my tarot skills. How do you use them? However you want. That's the beautiful thing about tarot cards. Here's the frame. Top card, frame, Judgment. Now I'm going to pull the completed past. Completed but relevant past. It was the 2 of Swords. I'll explain it at the end, okay? And then this is the conscious present. Is the 5 of Pentacles. 5 of Pentacles. Okay. And now keep it simple, Libra. This one is the emerging present, the unconscious present, or some people might mistakenly call it the future. The Hanged Man. And now at the bottom of the cross, we've got the Foundation. Here's your Foundation card. Page of Pentacles. All right, let's see. So the frame here is Judgment. Let me read what it says about Judgment. Where is Judgment? Self-evaluation, having clarity, learning your lesson, karma, judgment. Okay, so basically this says you've learned a lot in your 20 years of reading the tarot and just in life in general. You've learned a lot of things. You've attained clarity. and learned a lot of lessons. And you've generated some good karma. Maybe you paid back some bad karma or something else like that. I don't know. Now, more recently, you had a big decision. You were really humming and hawing over it with your two of swords over there. But you made that decision, and you ended up with the Five of Pentacles. And what that means is you had some temporary financial hardship. You made a bad decision probably. You felt like the world was a decision. It's a negative change in circumstances. And then the emerging present, the Hanged Man. You're waiting to see what's going to happen. I wish the shit would resolve, but it's not resolving. It's just sort of in the doldrums, just staying there. Now, as a foundation of all of this shit is the Page of Pentacles, which is good news in financial matters, laying the foundation, decide what you want and go for it, dependable. So remember, the foundation here for you is strong. Your immediate narrative of your past, present, and emerging present is one of misfortune, perhaps, or disappointment and waiting. But remember, the foundation is strong. And in the end, it's under the frame of you applying lessons you've learned. The end. What do you think? How did I do? Libra. Keep it simple, Libra. Why is everyone so opinionated about Cloud? Oh. Cloud says a lot of stuff. That's why. He's a talker. Wow, what do you know? That's funny. That's cool. I have to look it up, but sometimes it's weird how it trust people or not. Anyway, should I be Rick Benson? No, I would not recommend you being Rick Benson. I don't want you to leave, Cloud. When did I ever say I want you to leave? I never said anything about wanting Cloud to leave. Hope to meet your soulmate. That's on the goal list. Well, let's see. I want to pull a card for Ethan McDonald. Yeah. Ooh, you got the Hanged Man too. You're waiting. So here's the thing. I really should go to bed as soon as possible and try to sleep for as many hours as I can before I get up and go to Arizona. Anganter, I don't like that kind of negative talk. Cow. Look at that. 4 Pentacles. Okay. There's 3 more than 1. Why are you being mopey? Says Countess. Is it because you don't like the Popey? Well, you need a full pull, Angantir. I'm going to give you a full pull. All right. Pow. Angantir. Frame. The Empress. Pow. Angantir. Completed past. The Page of Pentacles. Pow. Angantir. The conscious present. The Hermit. Pow. Angantir. The emerging present. King of Pentacles. Piao, Angantyr, the Foundation. Piao, King of Wands. Wow. Got some heavy hitters here, Angantyr. You got the Empress. It's your intuition, your femininity, your inner vagina speaking to you, Angantyr, saying, touch me, love me, finger me. Okay? And that's the frame here. Finger your inner vagina. Okay? Why am I unfair? How am I unfair? Oh, Page of Pentacles. What does that mean? Let me look. Page of Pentacles. Good news, financial matters. That's completed. Now, what are you doing? You're in hermit mode. You're in drinking mode. You're in settle into your cups. It's time to reflect. Reflect a little less drunkenly. Probably is a good idea. What's the emerging future? The emerging present. I mean, King of Pentacles. Maturity, grounded, bettering yourself, stability, cautious, seeing things through to the end, resourceful. That's good news. And what's the foundation of all this? King of Wands. Having energy and experience to accomplish those goals, taking control of life, motivation, embracing your natural leadershipness, and fearlessness. Okay? There you go, Angantyr. That should solve your problems for you. All right. Now, we've got McDude. Chase McDude. Chase McDude, here you go. Chase McDude, don't be slow. Chase McDude. Card number 1, Chase McDude. It's some fun. It says balance and prioritize all your things that you got to do. Go to the supermarket. Get some more diet soda. Go mail that letter you've got to mail. Okay? That's your number 1 priority. Now I'm going to do the counter priority. This is what you should not be paying attention to. King of Cups. Let's see what that says. Compassion, balance between heart and mind, easygoing, tolerant. No, it's not time for that shit. It's time to be a hard ass, okay? It is time to be, foot up the ass. Take no prisoners. So do not be the King of Cups. All right? Now, lastly, we know what you should do. You should prioritize shit. What should you not do? Do not be the King of Cups. And then lastly, where are you going with all of this? You're going to be the Page of Swords when you're all through. What does that mean? That means delayed news, patience needed, inspiration, ideas, vigilant, fighting injustice, direct, abrasive, mental, agility, quick wit. In other words, you're going to transition from a period of time in which you are handling your shit, okay, you're dealing with your chores and stuff. You're going to transition from that to a time when you are busting chops, taking names, kicking ass. You're going to do it by not being compassionate, not finding the balance, okay, by being less tolerant, being more of an ass whooper, okay? That doesn't mean be a dick. It doesn't mean be mean. Okay, so that's your reading for you. Jeebus has an SI Category 3 emergency. Category 3, yeah. Well, I'm experiencing a little SI Category 4 issues right now. I'm gonna have to solve my SI4. Oh, here. This also helps with my SI1. Category 3 is crotch-related matters. That's your peeing, your pooing, and your need to ejaculate. Category 4 is your thirst. Category 1 is your temperature. It's a little warm in here right now. I gotta do a little Category 1 work. of course, category 5 is going to be your sleep. Going to be your sleeping. So, after I'm done with this live stream, I'm in a category 5. I just category forward. There's another category. Well, what about nicotine? Is that a category? Can my friend Brandon get a card? I'll tell you what, Brandon's going to get a full Eric's cross. Here we go, Brandon. Here's for you, buddy. Here's your frame, the moon. I'll explain it at the end. Here's your completed past. Ace of Swords. That's the name of my penis, by the way. Here's your conscious present. King of Swords. And here's your emerging present. Page of Swords. And here's your foundation. Knight of Swords. Right, you're a swordsy guy. All right. So Captain Swords a lot. Brandon Swords a lot is your reading. First of all, the moon is about imagination, ruse, dreamlike situations, things that seem more real than they are, that prove to be illusory in some fashion. But it's also about the sort of the playground of intuition yet to be realized, you could think of it. Now, in your recent completed path, you had Ace of Swords, which means the section that is completed already is, where is that one? New ideas, breakthroughs, intellectual ability, success, mental clarity, making the correct decision. So you made a good decision about something. Now, the current present is King of Swords. Big changes, seize the moment, direct, quick wit, impulsive, go against the flow, leadership, insensitive. The emerging present is the Page of Swords, which is delayed news, patience needed, inspiration, ideas, vigilant, fighting injustice, direct, abrasive, mental agility, quick wit. And the foundation of all of this is the Knight of Swords. Big changes, seize the moment, direct, quick wit, impulsive, go against the flow, leadership, insensitive. Oh, I misread the King of Swords. King of Swords is being methodical, play by the rules, mind over matter, logic and reason, self-discipline, deep thinker, fair-minded. That's the present. King of Swords is being methodical, play by the rules, mind over matter, logic and reason, self-discipline, deep thinker, fair-minded. The emergent present is delayed news, patience needed, inspiration, ideas, vigilant, fighting injustice, direct, abrasive, mental agility, and quick wit. And the completed, the past, is the new ideas. So this makes good sense insofar as you went from some good idea to executing it pretty well, but you're going to be moving into a period of time when it flows less smoothly. And ultimately, the foundation for all of this is the Knight of Swords, which is big changes. So this is a reading that talks all about big changes and how you approach something and how you deal with the other parties involved, whether you're sort of cooperative. There's not a cooperative dealings with. This is more of an adversarial kind of a situation. However, it should be remembered that it's all under the foundation of the Moon card. And the Moon card means it's likely a lot of the conflict that you're perceiving is illusory. And here is the thing that you can see it, hopefully. Yeah. Okay. So there you go, Brandon. There's my tarot reading for you. I want to send Eric when I'm finished. You're welcome, Octavio Silva. Oh, chill out, everybody. I'm going to go smoke a cigarette, and then I'll probably come back and wrap it up, go to bed, get up early in the morning and head towards Tucson. Hambone. Do you live in Arizona too, by any chance? That would be convenient. You also live in Tucson, maybe? Can you speak up? I can't hear you. Does anybody else live in Arizona so they're going there? I could visit Natos Mark. That's not an Arizona Hambone. That's totally. Oh, really? Where did he move to? Hmm. You know what the problem with Chicago is, don't you? A lot of wind. Called the Windy City. Jonathan Henry. Do you really think I'm threatened? First of all, I don't always want to answer cognitive function questions. I don't actually particularly like to debate, as everybody seems to think I do. I like to have conversations with people where progress is made. You just like to, you're like the argument clinic in Monty Python. New Zealand, huh? Where's Old Zealand? I know where Old York is. It's in England. Where's Old Zealand? The Netherlands was Old Zealand? Atlantis. I like Ghost Rider's answer better. The Netherlands, huh? Zealand is Dutch. Huh. I did not know that. You learn something new every day. I think you misspelled Atlantis, though. What you spelled was plural Atlantas. I don't think it was Atlantis. Depends what it's paired with. Around you, an INFP is likely to feel supervised. You notice that nobody ever has softwood floors? Why is that? Why not? What's so wrong with softwood floors? Clouds from Serbia. Keep it simple, Libras from New Zealand. I don't know about Matias Sanchez. Matias Sanchez, are you from America? Are you American? Heather Bryant's in California. What part of California are you in, Heather? Vamo Niul? What's Vamo Niul mean? I go Nile? What's the type to be triggered by reality the most? Argentina, Buenos Aires with the birds. I see. To be triggered by reality the most. INFPs, maybe? I love American and Canada, so romantic and self-confident. Men, I meant. I don't necessarily think American and Canadian men are romantic or self-confident. It depends. You know, ones you watch on YouTube probably are fairly self-confident. YouTube has a way of making a person more self-confident because it gives you like some sort of credibility or something. It's funny. It's strange. It's like, you know, I guess there's a certain amount of. I guess it's harder than it seems to sustain a YouTube channel. To me, it doesn't seem difficult. It seems native to the moment. Like, I'm going to talk on video. I'm going to open it up there. But for a lot of people, there's a lot of reasons why they don't sustain channels. For example, some people really can't handle the negative critique. Some people run out of ideas, don't have things to think about or talk about. Some people just aren't consistent with it because there's not an inner drive to express that's powerful enough. It's really a medium that's textbookly made for ENTP especially. ENFPs get their feelings hurt. ENFPs don't generally get their feelings hurt that easy, and we have this compulsive need to externalize everything because FE third plus NE dom, and it's sort of a perfect medium for the ENTP. What it does indicate to external parties is that the person who's talking on the YouTube channel has confidence, is able to handle themselves in social situations like this. For example, dealing with people who are saying whatever kind of random shit. It does indicate all that stuff, but it's interestingly, like, those kind of skills are kind of native to extroverted action types. And it would tend to seem to indicate almost that there's an unfair advantage in, I guess there is, in sexual capital or dating capital for extroverted action types. Did I never go outside and smoke a cigarette, or did I? No, I did, didn't I? I should go smoke another one then, I think. I already gave Eric numerous tips, but he doesn't give a shit. Where's Slot FE? I'm gonna go smoke another cigarette. Y'all chat amongst yourselves. This will actually be an entertaining live stream. You know, the last few live streams, I've just been tired and fucking just half-assing the fuck out of it. I could barely listen to them in the car today. This one will be entertaining. I'll listen to this tomorrow morning and enjoy it. I mean, not this part. This part will be boring because I'm not saying anything. And if you're driving and listening and the person's not saying anything, you can't read what's going on in the chat, so it's like double boring. So, you know, maybe I'll sing a song or something while I'm waiting. Oh, my beauty. Who is this? That's right. It's the kitty pageant winner. Oh, yes. Hello, kitty pageant winner. So good and true. So just, this is like kitty porn. With 2 T's, though. Make sure we make that clear. It's kitty. K-I-T-T. Oh, kitty. Such a sensual kitty. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's a big yawn. It's a big yawn for a little kitty. Yeah, she didn't like being filmed that much. Anyway. Yeah, Ghost Rider. I know that feeling for sure. It's bedtime, and my cat and I both bid you all a good night's sleep. Don't forget to eat plenty of cheese. And remember, you are loved.